And I think she wrote this one with her husband, so I want to make sure I said not and Arthur Tucker, but with Arthur Tucker.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Have a Heart, the show in which you, the studio audience, make life and death decisions as you choose the winners and losers of this unique contest. I'm your host, Ken Dresser, and before we get going, let's meet today's contestant, shall we? From Mount Pleasant, Michigan, let's welcome high school honor student and former cheerleader, Jessie Walensky. And from the great city of Chicago, please welcome engineer and Little League coach, Mike Bennett. Mike, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to be here, Ken.
And from St. Paul, Minnesota, let's hear it for Baseball Hall of Famer, Harry the Roadrunner Barnes. Harry from the famous 1968 world champion Detroit Tigers. How's it going, Harry?
Well, it could be better. Yeah, a lot better. If the audience will vote for me.
Well, we'll have to wait and see now. Okay, Harry. Good luck.
Can we sit down somewhere, Ken?
I'm sorry, Mike, you do have to stand during the entire game. You know the rules. Each of you will have a total of 30 seconds to tell your story to our studio audience. Then answer their questions, and then it's up to them to decide who's going to have a heart. That's right. Okay, let's get to know a little bit about you and why you're a contestant on Have a Heart. Jessie, we started with you, so you're first again. What brings you to our studio today?
Well, apparently I have a genetic defect in my heart, and when I put stress on it, it slows down, and then each time, like, it just gets worse.
So Jessie, what did you do to stress your heart?
I don't know about I didn't know about the condition, Ken. I just, did what a lot of people do. I ran track, I did cheer, and
So that was a little too much stress on the old ticker, huh?
yeah.
Jessie, I hate to ask you, but how much time did the doctors give you?
They're not sure. Maybe a month, maybe more, maybe less.
You keep hanging in there. Mike, how about you? Some genetic problem in your family?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
So what brings you here?
Well, I had pneumonia, real bad, and I guess it weakened the old heart muscles.
A big active guy like you?
Yeah, weird. Never expected anything like this.
And Mike, how much time do you have left?
About 6 months, Ken, if I'm lucky.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks. Harry! I'm surprised to see you here, but it's a real thrill. I used to watch you play with the Tigers when I was a kid.
Well, it's always nice to hear from my fans.
Yeah, I used to try to run like you, tried to hold my bat like you. I even tried to, grab my crotch, just like you.
I'm sure I'm not the only ball player that does that.
No, but there was just something about the way you did it with style. Let's just say that. So Harry, what brings you here?
I don't know, too much surgery maybe?
Surgery?
Yeah, I had a bypass back in '05, and a double bypass in '06, and a triple just last year.
Wow, one more and you'll be rounding the bases, Harry. Do you know what caused the problem?
Too much good living, I guess.
Uh-huh. Too much good living. And Harry, how long did the docs give the old Roadrunner?
Doctor said maybe 2 months.
Not even a full season. Too bad. Well, maybe today will be your wild card ticket to the postseason, Harry. What's that? It's time for our commercial break. Okay, well, stay tuned. When we come back, we'll hear why Jesse, Mike, and Harry deserve to have a heart. We're out? Oh, okay. All right, any of you need any oxygen, meds?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, all three of you hang in there. Here is the lovely Dr. Angelina Corazon to assist you. Oh, 10 seconds, folks. Sorry, Harry. We'll get you next break. Now, everybody ready?
That was a big help.
No!
Sorry, Harry. And we're back. Before we get going, Dr. Angelina Corazon is here to talk about what today's winner will receive. Dr. Corazon?
Well, Ken, it's great to be here because these contestants are up for something really special. We have got the heart of an 18-year-old soccer player. Yes, Adam Charnwood led his team, his high school soccer team, to the state championships last year.
Sure, Adam. Great. Put it up on the monitor.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, what a handsome young man. Sadly, Adam was driving home from a party last night and was hit by a drunk driver. But his loss is going to be someone else's gain. And this heart is a real beauty. And guess what, Mike, Jesse, and Harry? It is fully compatible with your biotype.
That's right. The winner of tonight's game will be whisked out of the studio via medevac helicopter and rushed to the world-famous Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, where Adam's heart will be waiting for him. Okay. Everybody ready to get going?
I'm so ready.
Yeah, so
You betcha.
Great. Well, Jesse, you're going to start with us again. You have 30 seconds to tell our audience why you deserve to win that special heart. And begin.
Okay. I'm only 16, and I should have my whole life ahead of me. There's so much I want to do. All the fun stuff like shopping, working on my tan, hanging out at the pool, cheerleading, and the important things like my mom said, marriage and children. And I want to be a great member of the community and give back doing volunteer work. And if I get the heart, I can go to college and study medicine and help to ensure that other people like me won't have the same problem. And I don't want to...
I'm sorry, we're out of time, Jesse. Time's up. Shopping and tanning. Okay. Mike, you now have 30 seconds to convince our studio audience that the heart should be yours. Starting now.
I'm the father of 3 children, and my youngest, Ellen, is only 5. Without me, I don't know what my wife and kids would do. I'm a Little League coach. I do volunteer work. I support my church. I help the homeless. In my job, I help ensure the safety of structural steel cables, support bridges, things like that. And if I get the heart, I know I'll be given even more time to help other people if I could just please.
And time's up. Things like that. Thanks, Mike. Nice speech. Okay, Harry, you're last but not least. 30 seconds starting now.
I'm not just a retired baseball player, Ken. I'm also a chairman of the Children's Baseball Foundation. I spend hundreds of hours every year raising funds so that children all over the world, no matter how disadvantaged, can enjoy the joys and health benefits of baseball. And I'm a CEO of Harry's Hamburgers. We employ hundreds of people in the Midwest. I'm married. My wife, Sally, depends on me. I've got 4 beautiful children, 20 grandchildren, and I want to be there for them, as well as my TV commercial contract and endorsement obligations.
TV, contracts, and endorsements. Well, thank you, Harry. Time's up. Okay, we've heard why you deserve to receive this great heart, but before the audience makes their decision, there are some questions you each have to answer. While you were each speaking, our audience wrote down their questions for each of you, and our technical assistant, Dave, is out there now collecting those questions. Each of you must answer these questions with 100% candor. And remember, we have done some background investigation on each of you. Is that understood? Okay, what's the first question? Okay, this is to Harry. Harry, isn't it true that you are not involved in the day-to-day operations of the restaurants, that you're just a figurehead?
Well, not day-to-day, Ken, but I think it's safe to say that a lot of the appeal of Harry's Hamburgers has to do with me.
Not involved in day-to-day ops. Thank you, Harry. Next, Jesse. The audience wants to know, have you ever been sexually active?
Have I don't see what that has to do.
Answer the question, Jesse. Have you had sex? And remember, we have done background checks.
Okay, yes. Okay, I did once, but I thought I really loved this guy, and I thought it would be beautiful and special.
So yes, you've had sex. Thank you, Jesse. Oh, Harry, another question for you. How long have you been married to Sally, and how old is she?
Sally, we've been married 5 years. She's 32. We met...
And you're 72. That must put a lot of strain on the old pumper, huh? Well, thanks, Harry. Mike, one more for you. Have you ever spanked a child?
What does that have to do with my heart?
Just answer the question,
Well, yes, I did, but only a couple of times. You know, I never used a belt or anything. It's not like I beat anybody. Hell, my dad used to spank me all the time.
Mike, Dave just contacted me with a follow-up question. Someone in our audience wants to know why your dad used to spank you.
I don't know, the usual stuff. Maybe I stole a cookie out of the cookie jar, or I didn't do my chores, or... I don't know, I don't remember.
Stealing. Jesse, the question is, are you a regular churchgoer?
I go to church, yes.
Sorry, Jess. The question was, are you a regular churchgoer? Do you go every Sunday?
Well, not every Sunday. I mean, I miss a lot, but I go to church Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving.
Thanks, Jess. Ethan. The next one is, all three of you, have any of you ever smoked? If the answer is yes, how much and for how long? Jesse?
God, no. Gross.
Mike?
I used to smoke in my 20s, a pack a day or something like that, but as soon as I knew we were going to have kids, I quit. I haven't smoked since.
Mike told you that we have some surveillance photos taken outside our studio earlier today. Do you think that surveillance will show? Mike?
All right. I had a smoke. I was nervous. I might have a smoke when I get nervous.
Thanks, Mike. That explains the smell. Okay, Harry, same question.
Yeah, I smoke.
You do? How much?
Well, I tried to quit maybe 15, 20 times over the years, but I finally quit trying to quit. But I've cut way down from 2 packs a day to just a couple of smokes a day.
Okay, 2 packs a day. Now, we have time for just one more question. Oh, okay. This one is about exercise. And Jess, we already know that you run track and you were a cheerleader, so this is just for the guys. Okay, Mike and Harry. Guys, before you started having heart problems, what was your exercise routine? We'll start with you, Mike.
Hey. Yeah, I used to go to the gym for about half hour before work twice a week, and I played baseball on the rec team. In the summer, I coach. I had to run around after those kids all the time, and I bowl in the church league every Sunday.
Bowling? Bowling. Well, okay. Okay. Really good work. You, Harry, same question.
Well, yeah, in recent years, I'm not a young guy anymore. But before I started having heart problems, I used to play golf twice a week, and me and the boys would go up fishing up north every year, and I'd walk my dog Scotty every day. It's not easy keeping up with a 32-year-old.
Ken, I also play golf too during the summer.
Okay. Well, contestants, thanks for your candor. That ends the question and answer portion of the show. Now it's time for the audience to decide who is going to have a heart. And we'll be right back to find out if Jesse, Mike, or Harry is tonight's winner right after these commercial messages.
Can I have some more oxygen, please?
Yes, absolutely.
You had yours, kid. It's my turn. And don't rush me.
All right, let's get Dr. Corazon out again to give everyone a once-over, okay? That's fine, that's enough. We're back! Okay, folks, you all heard what Harry, Jesse, and Mike have to say for themselves. And you've heard their answers to your questions. We're going to take your vote now. That's right. This Edendale Library audience. Now, I'll hold my hand over the head of each contestant, and if you think that contestant deserves the heart, put your hands together and give him or her some applause. Okay? Now, there's just 30 seconds, folks. Think carefully. Contestants, are you ready?
Yes. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Audience, it's decision time. Tick-tock for the old ticker. Who will it be? Jesse, Mike, or Harry? All of you who think Jesse should have the heart, please put your hands together. Good response, Jess. Okay, now give your applause for Mike. And finally, let's cast your vote for Harry the Roadrunner Barnes.
Hey, thank you
The votes are in, I say, and are being measured by our applause meter. Dr. Angelina Corazon is back to escort the winner out of this wonderful heart to the medevac helicopter waiting just outside our studio. In just a few hours, our winner will have a brand new heart and a brand new shot at life. And the winner is Jesse! Yeah! Jesse is But our other contestants will not go away empty-handed. Each receives a home edition of Have a Heart. Just automatically entered to win another chance at a heart lottery to be held here on Have a Heart live on November 16th. So until next time, take care of yourself and put your heart into all you do. So long, everybody.
Hearts given to winning contestants on Have a Heart are purchased from the families of the deceased for the use on this program. All hearts are examined by certified cardiac specialists for viability and compatibility. Have a Heart is not affiliated with the Mayo Clinic or any registered hospital.
Large cast, we did quite a trip, Mr. Devon Schwartz, and also Rita